Good Monday morning, everybody. This is DeEtte, Go Through Spirit with the Edge Network, coming to you every Monday morning, bringing a little bit of spiritual awareness to your daily living. I apologize. I had no internet. I hit the live button and I had no internet. So I don't know when it decided to. My chairs. It's been a morning already. Apparently, my chair is going to be in the low position. It is what it is. We'll just tip that down a little bit. Maybe I won't feel a difference. So, anyway, guys, I don't have much of a voice. I apologize. Um, apparently, I've been sick for like 2 weeks now. My body hasn't figured it out because I don't feel ill. I don't feel ill at all. I feel totally fine, but I've had beautiful colors coming from my sinuses and now my lungs. But again, I don't feel ill. And now my vocal cords are just, they've been inflamed for a week. And some days I have a voice and some days I don't. So we'll see how we are by the end of today. So, and you're hearing me doing that a lot. So anyway, let's kind of get into how we do this each week. Okay. So what we're going to do is I do start our day with a little bit of Neil Donald Walsh. Ugh, it's this way, not the other way. Because I love how he's got a lot of insights. Now I do understand a lot of people don't know him or don't remember him because, yeah, he was really big in the 90s. I know I'm so old, aren't I? But he was really big in the 90s, early 2000s. But it doesn't lessen his message. It doesn't lessen who he is. Good morning, Tim. And I get a lot of inspiration from it. So what I'm going to do is open, if you haven't been here before, I'm going to open to a random page and we're going to just start talking. Now that's on the top of the hour. The other half of the hour, we are going to do our highlighted deck, our 5-card stud for the week. This is where I literally grab a random deck that somebody has sent to me and we highlight it. This one is the Yokai Oracle Deck. Is wisdom and guidance from the spirits of Japan. This is created by Teresa Matsuura, and it is an Adams Media deck. I am so in love with that cover. Oh, have I told you I love dragons? I love dragons. So I love this baby. So it's going to be lots of fun. We're going to talk, use that as our highlighted deck of the week. So let's get started. Let's just get started here. So let's open up the book to whatever it's going to say. Oh my gosh. There you go. Beautiful pages. Get my glasses on because it is a bit of a read here. Again, I'm sorry for that, but you know what? Let's see what other inspiration we can get from it. Had to turn on the daytime lighting. It says all conditions are temporary. Nothing stays the same. Question: how can all conditions be temporary and nothing stays the same? The answer to it is because it's possible for you to think thoughts, say words, and undertake deeds which are not reactions, but creations, deliberate creations. And it's by this process that you change your life. To a very large degree, it could be said that the quality of life will depend upon your degree to which you control or create the changes which affect it. To create and not react, you need to go to your highest thoughts about yourself. Imagine the you that you would be if you lived that thought every day. Imagine what you would think, do, and say, how you would respond to what others do and say. Do you see the difference between the projection and what you think, do, and say now? Remember that all you see in your world is the outcome of your idea about it. You have created your entire reality, but what is important for you to understand is that you have the opportunity to change it again. Because nothing remains the same. Nothing, not even God. And so we see that all conditions must be temporary and nothing can stay the same, for that is the purpose of life and it's called evolution. Now, I'm reading this. Sorry, I keep hearing my voice not really being there. And I keep hearing these questions like, what the heck are you talking about? I don't get it. That's what I'm hearing in my head. But it's also giving me the answer in my head. And it's quite beautiful because the answer comes from Neil also. I'm on a site that sends me a message from Neil 5 days a week. And I love it. So what did he send today? get this. Now remember what I just read. It says that you can live a charmed life and that there is a formula by which you can make this work. So here's the how. Here's the how to make conditions of life change. You can live a charmed life by causing others to live a charmed life. That is by the source of charm, of charming moments and experiences in the life of another. Be everyone's lucky charm. Make all who you touch feel lucky that you crossed their path. And do this for a week and watch things change. Do it for a month and you'll be a different person. And that's what the course of it is. It is being a different person. Okay. And that's huge because we've talked about, again, guys, this is just, for that word everybody knows it's manifestation. But hey, Keith. But when you're looking at manifestation, we never get it right. We never get it right. Every once in a while we'll get that moment where like, oh my gosh, I'm doing it. And then we lose it right away. Why? Because manifestation doesn't really break it down. It doesn't give you the tools to make it happen. It doesn't give you the tools to change. Okay. So let's break this down. How do you create change? Okay. Now it's really beautiful because I became very aware of this last weekend with what I was doing. You change. Okay. What's it mean by you? And I know you all are going, well, what do you mean I change? I change. You literally change your thoughts. You change how you look at things. Okay. A big one I do. And I know I've talked about this before. When something happens that I would look at as negative or bad or awful, like, oh my gosh, like something happens to my vehicle or something happens and it drains my bank account or something happens. And all this stuff happens to me all the time, guys. Instead of going, oh my God, what am I going to do? And this is something I've been working on for the last year. I go, why did this happen for me? What am I to experience from this? So I change my outcome. I change my thought process and then I change my outcome. Why? Because I'm starting to not look at it as a negative in my life. I'm not looking at it as a bad. I'm not going, oh my gosh, and taking in that negative feeling and building upon it. So I'm starting to change me because I'm going, I don't want to be upset. I don't want to be frustrated. That's not going to help my situation. Instead, why did this happen for me? Why did this occur in my life? Okay. Now let's take it a little bit further than that because that's simple, right? That's simple. I can get everybody because we've been talking about that aspect. We've been talking about that whole trajectory of thoughts with things happening in your life. So now let's take it to the next step because that's what this is. It's the next step. It's start being the person you want to be to other people. And I know this is an old adage. I mean, we've been saying this for years. I mean, our parents said it to us, our parents' parents said it to us. It goes on through history. Treat others as the way you want to be treated. You heard that before? You said it before a million times. You don't want to be hit, don't hit somebody else. You don't want to be hurt by being called names, don't call somebody else a name. You want somebody to smile at you, smile at somebody else. You want to feel good about yourself, help somebody else feel good. Do you see how that works? Now I did a lot of that this weekend and didn't even try. It was happening. It was happening. I'm like everybody else. I got the negative thoughts in my head all the time. All the time. Do I have negative thoughts in my head? Are they as bad as they were a year or two ago? Not even close. But I still look at them as I could be better. And this past weekend, I grant you, I was at a snake and reptile show. I was with Baby D. Him and I were having dates. And then we'd go and support his sister at the snake and reptile show, helping sell snakes. And all I heard in my head over and over again is, oh my God, I love that. Oh my God, that's awesome of you. Oh my God, that's so cool. Over and over in my head. I was actually putting the energy of those amazing thoughts in my heads to people. I was helping people give up fears of snakes. And I would look at them. They're like, no, just here for the kid. And I'm afraid. I'm like, oh, I get it. I get you. Why? Because I was terrified of snakes a year ago. I was like, oh, no. It took me 2 years of hypnotherapy to get to the point where I could look at a snake at the zoo. But to hold one, a whole different story. It took me to my granddaughter said, I really want a snake. And her bringing it home for me to go. And literally what I heard from spirit was, hide the snake's head. Oh, that's simple enough. That's so easy. I can't tell you how many mothers that were getting close because they were interested, but they're going, can't touch it, can't have it. Kid can't have one because I'm terrified. I went, let me help you. And this is a beautiful thing. I go, I'm going to hold the snake against me. I'm going to hide its head and literally put the snake here on me. And I'd have the tail in my hand. And I'd hold the hand here, not smush it to me, but just guard the snake. And you hear me? Guard the snake. Why? Not guarding the person from the snake, because I never thought once the snake was going to bite them, but protect the snake from the person's fearful energy. Why? Because the snake is going to feel the fear. So I'm giving it positive love and energy, going, it's okay, buddy. We're just going to help her get over her fear and hold the snake here so the mom could touch the tail and see. And then she'd be like, oh my gosh, she's soft. Yeah, she is. She's not slimy. No, she's not. And she's not even wiggling. No, because they love to be held. They love to be loved. Oh, okay. And then them changing their attitude through positivity, through love, because I wanted to project that. And I'd look at them and go, that is so cool you were able to do that. I love that for you. And they'd look at me like, oh my God, I feel great because I was, yeah, so well, maybe one day they'll have one. There you go. And I know that sounds so simple, but I was placed in some place a year ago that terrified me. And I'll never forget my first naked reptile show last year. I was a scared grandma. I was in a room with only one door out with lots of snakes. I was terrified. And I wish somebody had done that for me. So all I did was tell them, I congratulate them. My gosh, you're doing amazing. Thank you for trying. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Let me tell you my story. And I know that sounds so simple, and I know it does, but this is what happens. When you start to do those good things, when you start to act a different way and you start to think a different way, more comes to you that way. What you put out, you receive out. You receive back. Okay? What you put out, you receive back. Think about that. You send it out, it comes back to you. And a lot of times it comes back to you tenfold, believe it or not. You ever done something that you went, probably shouldn't have done that, and boom, next thing you know, your car blows up? Maybe not that drastic, but something big. It's the same thing. It's starting to switch your thought process. It's starting to switch how you act, how you behave, per se. Okay? It's that behavior. So in my head, I was thinking to myself, you're amazing, you're awesome, and look at how you are. Oh my God, that is awesome. Not even touching snakes, just people walking by, pushing babies, talking to their spouses, big families, small families. And all I had was these amazing, pleasant thoughts all weekend, one after another, and smiling and being there and telling people how awesome they were and how amazing they were and how loving they were. I cannot tell you how many people that I put a snake in their hands and they were unsure of it. And I'm watching the snake react to them. And I'm going, oh my God, you were such a loving person. They go, how do you know? Because the snake is loving you. They're an energy being and it's loving you. It wants to cuddle to you. You are amazing. Thank you for being amazing. And you can extend that further because I will tell you, everybody that interacted with me came back to me and said, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. And then I watched it with my granddaughter, who was, we were there to support her, believe it or not. Y'all know Addie. You know her love for snakes. She wants to get into breeding snakes. She wants to get into selling snakes. She wants another business. So she had her temporary tattoo business, and we added some stickers in there to sell. But her primary goal was to sell snakes. Okay, because she was helping her mentor. He is now her mentor. His name is Devin. Sell his snakes, and she was, mentoring under on how to do this. And he said on Saturday he sold more snakes on Saturday than he has ever has at one show before. Now, grant you, he had my granddaughter and my son-in-law for, all day on Saturday. And myself and Dawson came in at 1:00, and Addie's mommy came in at about 2:30. My mom was there. It was a big family affair. And we were all helping, we were educating, we were loving. And it was beautiful. And the cool thing is come Sunday, Now, I didn't get there until, I don't know, 1 o'clock, about 1:30 on Sunday. I said, "How you guys going today?" And they're like, "Oh, we haven't sold one yet." I said, "Oh, really? Come here, Addie." She's like, "What?" I said, "Come on, we gotta sell some snakes." And she said, "Okay, Nani, what are we gonna do?" I said, "We're gonna do what we're gonna do. Let's get this snake out. Which one do you want? Grab it. Let's get it out. Help somebody love it. Treat somebody the way you want to be treated, and watch them come." And now, granted, I got there an hour and a half before it ended. And before that hour and a half was up, she sold two snakes. One of which somebody came back from the day before and said, "Do you still have the one?" "What do you mean?" "I need to talk to the little girl that was here yesterday. She made such an impression on me. I didn't want nothing to do with another snake. I had to come back to get the snake because of her. She made me feel so amazing. I couldn't get her out of my mind." And I thought, that is awesome. She wasn't talking about I couldn't get that snake out of my mind. She couldn't get my granddaughter, how amazing my granddaughter was, and how she wanted to support my granddaughter, because my granddaughter put a smile on her face and made her feel amazing. And that's how we're supposed to do it. And each one she sold three. One of them was after hours. Now, grant you, Devin has to do the seal of the deal, with the education. But she was to bring them in. She was to get them to love them. She was to show them they could do this. She was to empower the person as she's empowered. And that's what she did. She empowered somebody with a smile, with love, with the education that she has, saying, "You can do this. You're awesome. You're amazing." Somebody already had one, bought one already. She goes, "Why can't you have two? You like this one too?" And she was empowering people, and they felt empowered. And then they came back to reciprocate that to her, to support her. Because all of yesterday's, the last 2 days' money went for her two things. Well, it was supposed to be going for an incubator, but the snake she really wanted, we came home with a third snake. Beautiful little baby girl. Her name's Snowball. And then Addie had enough money to buy a terrarium for her. It all worked out great, but it's because she empowered people and people came back to empower her. The more she did for others, the more they came back to empower her. And that's how you manifest, guys. That's the next step in the journey. That's the next step of creating your reality. And I know that's not, I know you're like, "Oh my God, you just talked about snakes." I'm talking about this is how we work. And I'm showing you by example of my granddaughter and myself. This is how you change your reality. Today, just for today, if you put a smile on your face and you go and smile at people for no reason, "Hey, how you doing?" And keep walking. "Oh my God, I love your shirt. Those shoes are killer. Awesome. Can I help you with that? Is it too heavy, ma'am?" All those things are very simple. Very, very simple. Those things, yeah, do they change somebody else's life? Huge. That smile, that offer of help, that "here you go," changes somebody else's life huge. But it changes yours. It changes you. It's the next step in the evolution of you learning to create your own reality, because you are starting to put things out that are more positive. You are becoming a more positive person, because today you might have to think about it all day. Tomorrow you'll probably have to think about, "Oh my God, I gotta smile today. Oh my God, I gotta be nice today. Oh my God, I gotta say hi today." But within a week, you're no longer saying, "I have to do this," and you're just naturally doing it. You are starting to become that more positive person. You're starting to put yourself out there in ways that you're like, "Gosh, I'm helping a lot of people and I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything." The other day, literally, my mom walked out of this reptile show by herself and she had her walker and she got to her car and she can I mean, she can fold up a walker and put it in her car. We made sure to get her one that she could do that with. But a kid in his 20s goes, "Ma'am, can I help you?" She's, "Yeah, great, thank you." Took him 10 seconds, pick it up. Psh, "Have a great day, ma'am." And off he went. And he made my mother's day. And she talked about it for the rest. I talked to her two more times that night. "You cannot believe what happened to you." "I know it happened. You told me that." But that's how you're going to start to affect change. And you change it here. And next thing you know, when you start to become positive here, on a habit, just on a habit, when other things start to happen in your life that are bigger, maybe not so positive, you don't allow them to affect you in a negative way anymore. It's a positive. And you're finding that even things that are huge, you're like, oh, okay. I mean, think of it this way. Now, I'll tell you this story. And I know people have been listening to me for years, heard this story before, because this story now has happened over 6 years ago. Over 6 years ago. And the weird thing is I did not understand when it was happening. And it's not until recently that I figured out, oh my gosh, I did this. Now, over 6 years ago, I needed a new vehicle. Well, I needed a vehicle fix. I had a Mitsubishi. I loved my Mitsubishi. We traveled everywhere. But she was starting to make more noises. She was struggling. She was still going, and I had no fear of her getting someplace, but she was starting to just start to wear and tear. I mean, you put 200,000 miles on a car in a few years and they'll do it to you. I remember this day because it was on a Saturday and it was at the very end of October. Or no, maybe it was November 1st, can't remember. Maybe it was, I don't know. It was cold. Or no, it was at the end of October, sorry, because I got my new vehicle November 1st. But anyway, she made one more noise and I went, okay, that's it, Lord. I put it in your hands. I don't have the money, the time, and the know-how to know how to fix this thing. I don't have it. So I'm going to throw it to you. And I'm not going to look at it negatively. I'm not going to be upset. Just here you go, have it. Now I know I sent it in a prayer. Believe me, I know I sent it in a prayer. And half the population could say, oh my gosh, you prayed for it, it came to you. And the other half is going to go, oh my God, yeah, you manifested. Honestly, I think I created my own reality on this one. Because I literally was done fighting the process. I was done fighting the, oh my God, that's another noise. Oh my God, this, ugh. I was over the negative. And I threw the negative out the window. And I went, I don't care how it comes back to me, but something positive in the line of vehicle is going to come back. Whether it is somebody goes, oh my God, Dad, I can fix all that for you. Or, oh my gosh, Dad, here's a new one. I didn't care. I was just putting the positivity out there. And within 2 hours, I totaled it. I hit a deer. Totaled it. Car gone. And I was in the middle of nowhere in Minnesota. In the middle of nowhere. On the way to Brainerd, Minnesota. Actually, no, it was Bemidji. Sorry. I know now I can because I can see the room. So I was on the way to Bemidji, which is 8 hours away from me. Thinking, oh my gosh, I'm a little over an hour away from this place, over 6 hours away from home. Just told my car, and you know what? I could have cared less. I didn't care. I wasn't upset. I wasn't bothered. I wasn't like, oh my God, what am I going to do? None of that crossed my mind. And I look back, I'm like, maybe it should have. I'm like, no, thank God it didn't. Because my manifestation had been put out there. I was creating my own reality. Now, believe it or not, within an hour and a half, we were at our hotel because our friend was with me. And we went to bed. And the next morning, the other hotel that we were supposed to be working at sent their van to pick us up at this other hotel. Got us over there with all of our gear and all of our luggage and all of our everything. And we did the event and it was awesome. And a train of people got us back home, got us back to Eau Claire, where Tammy lived, of which my mom picked me up and took me home. And you know, I was only home an hour after I would have been if I drove myself. And a week later, I had my new vehicle to me, my brand new vehicle to me. It was only like a couple of years old. It was a 2016, that's 6 years ago. So there you go. It was not that old of a car. It had 18,000 miles on it. And I literally, my daughter goes, what do you want, Mom? I want this, this, this. I mean, I had a laundry list, including make, model, color. I wanted. She found it. It was a little over an hour away. We went and looked at it. I said, yep, that's the one. Now, any other time I would have thought about, oh my God, my credit, can I do this? Can I do that? Didn't even think about it. They said, ma'am, do you want credit? Yeah, I'm going to have to write a line of credit on this one. Last week, I had to have somebody else put in their name because my credit was sucked. I never doubted it was going to be mine. I never doubted. They came back. We have 3 banks. Which one do you want to go with? Take the best deal. I don't know. What do I sign? That was it. I never thought for a minute that that wasn't coming to me because I created it. I created it. And I drove away. And it was like 2 weeks later, I looked back and I went, oh my gosh, I wasn't nervous about any of it. I didn't care about any of it. And instead of realizing the reality of how I created that, I threw that out the window. I threw the knowledge of it out, the experience out the window. And I talk about the story of it in a totally different light, which the other light is amazing. I mean, that ever comes up here, I'll tell you the other part of the story that is really awesome about it. But literally, we can do that every day. Every day, we can create what we want. Every day, we can enact that process. Every day, smile. Be there for somebody else. Start to change the feeling of you here so that you can live in a new reality. And I know we've all been there, we've all done it. We've all looked at it and said, yep, that person's not in the real world. Well, yeah, they are. And if you're smiling and you're creating a different life for somebody else, that is the real world. This negative crap, this is not reality for us. This is an illusion because we don't have to live in this. This is an illusion you created for yourselves. We have created as a whole. All we have to do is change it. And it's much simpler than you think. Smile, be nice, affect somebody else's life in a positive way. Because in a matter of moments, a matter of days, you're going to change how you are in here. And that's when things happen, you don't look at them negative anymore. You're like, oh, okay. Why'd that happen for me? Oh, yeah, I remember. Why did I total my car? Oh, yeah, because a few hours ago I said, you know what? I need something fixed. I don't care how it gets done. Just do it. Boom, total a car, get a new one. I didn't have to look at it negatively. Why? Because I created it. Did I go looking for a deer to hit? No. Trust me, and that deer did not come looking for me. But did it happen? Yeah. Why? Because I created the situation. I created something to happen so I could have something come into my life. Call it manifestation. Call it simple humanity. Call it what we're supposed to do. It's how we work. Call it what it is. Let's start doing it. So this is the next step, guys. We have been waiting how long to find out the next step of manifestation, which tells me you're all ready for it. So start looking at it. Start enjoying it. Start living with a smile. Be positive. Stop looking at things as hopeful or hopeless, and everything's hopeful. With that being said, we're going to take a few minute break. And when we come back, we will do our 5-card stud. And we will have a blast doing it. So you guys have a great day. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Join us at the Souls of Spirit Spiritual and Holistic Expos as a part of your spiritual awakening journey. Get ready for a day of enlightenment and exploration at one of our upcoming expos. Our events are where all things spiritual and holistic come to life. Experience a diverse range of vendors offering healing jewelry, natural products, and metaphysical merchandise. Immerse yourself in the mystical arts guided by mediums, psychics, and Reiki practitioners. Interact with energy healers and health professionals ready to provide rejuvenating services. Be one of the first 25 attendees and receive a fantastic gift bag full of treasures from participating vendors. Bring your loved ones along. These family-friendly events have something special for everyone. The $5 entry fee includes educational speakers and up to 40 vendor booths. Mediumship group gallery is just $25. Free expo admission for those under 12 or showing military ID. Find out more about upcoming events in North, South Dakota, and Montana at soulsofspiritexpos.com. Elevate your consciousness with each issue of the Edge magazine delivered straight to your doorstep. Immerse yourself in a community of curious teachers and seekers dedicated to the collective growth and understanding. Each glossy edition is a portal to expand awareness, featuring the latest in metaphysical and holistic products, services, events, and books. Let our engaging articles and comprehensive practitioner directory guide you on your journey towards higher consciousness. With every issue, raise your vibration and deepen your connection to the universe, one enlightening read at a time. Subscribe today at edgemagazine.net/subscribe and embark on a transformative exploration here, there, and everywhere.
Hey everybody, we're back. This is DeEtte School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. We're going to do our 5-card stud, but I did want to introduce you guys because you've seen everybody else. This is the newest baby. She's so little. Is she going to come out to say hi? Oh, she is. Come here, babies. Look at her. Come on. I know you camera shy. Might as well get used to it. See her pretty face. Oh, there she is. This is Snowball. Everybody see Snowball? She's adorable, isn't she? I know not everybody likes snakes. Trust me, a year ago, you've never seen me doing this. This is Snowball. She's a pastel black snake. That's why her name's Snowball. I'm going to put her in my lap for right now as we do the 5-card stud. Want to do there? Okay. She's like, nah, you woke me up. So, hold on, guys. Now we woke you up. You put her here. Oh, sorry, babe. Come here. Give me your head. Give me your head. There you go. Oh, she likes to be on the net, just so you know. She's a baby, but she likes to see how she's like, I'm just going to hold on to you. Hopefully she holds on tight because we got to do a 5-card set. But I didn't want to introduce you to Snowball because we all know, it's like I'm Medusa right now. We all know these snakes come in now, don't they? We do. Now it's funny because we just talked a lot about manifestation, and it's really funny because I started getting over my fear before my granddaughter got this love of snakes. The first hypnotherapy session came before that because I was like, everybody was like, what do you want to get rid of? What fear? I'm like, my only fear, snakes. Let's get rid of it. So I started the process before my granddaughter got a love for them. Where you at there? She's like, I'm hiding. Like, what are you doing to me? I found a new hide. There you are. And I started getting over it. I didn't know why. I didn't know why I had to get over my fear, but I knew I did. Okay. So I did. And then obviously the next session came for my granddaughter. And to me, I think my granddaughter started manifesting. I think my granddaughter started that trajectory of going, I want a snake. I got to get my nanny over her fear. So I think my granddaughter did this. Really did. So let's read about this book, this deck. Okay, it's the Yokai Oracle Deck, Wisdom and Guidance from the Spirits of Japan. Teresa Matsuura. This is an Adams Media. I don't think I've ever had Adams Media, so I'm kind of excited about this. It's Channel Ancient Japanese Wisdom. Oh, and then I bring a snake. And guess what? Do you know what snakes are? They're the wisdom. They're wisdom. They're ancient and they're wisdom. It says, step into the magic of the Yokai Oracle Deck, a gateway into the vivid, mysterious world of Japanese folklore. This unique deck showcases 60 captivating Yokai supernatural beings known for their bold personalities and timeless wisdom. Together, they help you connect with your intuition and walk your path with purpose. Each beautifully illustrated card offers guidance for self-discovery and empowerment, while the companion guidebook deepens your understanding of each spirit's story and message. Whether you're seeking clarity or looking to explore life's deeper layers, the Yokai Oracle Deck shines a light on the unseen and walks with you through the sacred unknown. Pretty cool, huh? See, she just chill. She's a baby. She just chill. Now, if she's not around the neck, she's all over. She wants to explore the world. On the neck, whatever reason, she just chill. She's a neck baby. Pretty gold. I'm into gold these days, guys. I really love. I used to always be silver. My whole life I've been silver. Now I'm gold. Very strange. Ooh, look at that. Very much Chinese artwork. Oh my, or Japanese artwork. Gorgeous. Oh, very much Japanese artwork in here. Very beautiful, though. So let's look at the book really quick. Oh, good thing I looked because there was another card there. It does say Teresa has got a little bio about her on there, which I like. I'm in love. I'm in love. Oh my gosh. First page. Look at that. Big, beautiful, colored pictures. Oh my good gracious. I love this book. I love this book. Why? Because you can take this, you can throw it in your purse, you can throw it in your pocket, you can throw it in your car. Carrying cards sometimes is too heavy, it's too much. But if you have a book that really has the deck in the book, this is now a useful book. Literally, it can go everywhere with you. I love this. Okay. I also like the fact that she's got the beautiful colored picture. She's got the name of the card, and then she has it in Japanese. She has the name of the card in Japanese. She has, like this card is Kitsune Foxes, cleverness, foresight, adaptability. And then it says Chiwa, Tarawa, and Sarako. So I can start to learn Japanese here. And then it's got how you write it in Japanese. So how you say it in English, how you write in Japanese, and then the meaning, wisdom surpasses strength. I love this already, guys. I won't even lie. It says the name, meaning of the card, and a reflection. This is a book. People need to look at this book when they create cards and do this. Just saying. I haven't even looked at the cards yet. I love this book. She gets a 10 out of 10 times 100 for this book. So, where you at, baby? She hiding? She's like, I'm back there someplace. She just hiding my hair. She thinks my hair is a new hide for her. And snakes like to hide. She's nocturnal, so this bright light bright. She's like, nope. And I put her on her neck and she's happy. So let's look at this 5-card stud. 5-card stud. What are we doing with this? It means I am going to pick 5 cards, guys. I'm going to pick 5 cards. And y'all get to pick a card that you want. Each card I'm going to read individually. Hello, Mackenzie. I'm going to read each card individually for us. Sorry. I'm going to read them individually and then go from there. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Over on Facebook, I did not see. John, hello. Cassie, good morning. Ed, good morning. Jean Stott, oh my gosh, hope you're doing well. I'm trying, Miss Jean. I'm trying. So sorry, guys. I don't get to see Facebook messages. I don't even know. I don't even know why. But let's do this. So 5-card stud. I'm going to pick 5 cards individually. I'm going to read them individually. You guys pick a number 1 through 5. You can pick 1 number, 2 numbers, all the numbers. I don't care. This is your reading. And then after I get done reading them all individually, I put them together as a whole as how do all 5 cards mean when they come together. This is for this week. If you have more than one issue, pick a number for each issue. Okay? Very simple. Very, very simple. Oh, she's hugging my neck. Oh, is she coming back through? She is. Look at that. She's like, I want a card. Look at that. She's like, I want to play 5-card stud. Do you guys see her little face popping out? She's not even head shy, guys. This baby was born in November, we believe. He's going to go back and look at the dates. But born in like November, she's a baby and she's not even head shy. And babies are normally really head shy, which means you go near the head and they pull back, like because it startles them. She doesn't care. You can boop her nose and she's like, whatever. She's awesome. And everybody else that I tried to sell her to on Saturday, be jealous. She came home. Okay, card number 1. It's the Flesh Bob Monsters. It's New Peppo. Flesh Blob Monsters. Hidden worth, self-acceptance, accepting others. I love that. I love that. Look at that imagery. When you're looking at this, isn't it amazing? Because, the card is about accepting others, acceptance of, hidden self-worth, accept self-acceptance, accepting others. Now, most people will be like, this one has to accept this, but this one's going, nope, here, I accept you. I know who I am. I know I might look funky to you, but I know who I am. I accept you here. I'll give you this to to make you feel better about me. Now, I love that. And this is what it's about, guys. It's you going, I am going to accept myself. I'm going to see my own self worth. And this is what this card is. You're sitting there with some issues going, oh my gosh, I don't know if I should come or go, blah, blah, blah. But really, when you're looking at it, it's your own self worth you're having difficulty with. It's acceptance of yourself. I feel negative, so therefore I'm projecting negativity because I don't feel worthy. And I know you're going, really, that's why I'm having issues. Very much so. A lot of times that's what it is. It's because you don't recognize your own worth. You've placed yourself someplace that you didn't need to be because for whatever reason you feel like you need to belong there. You don't need to. Start to look at your self-worth. Start to self-accept. Start to look at that. And then you're going to start to see other things start to change for you. Love this card. Card number 2. Look at that little baby peeking out. Card number 2. Baka, the Dream Eaters. Baka, the Dream Eaters. Healing, comfort, and peace. Wow, I love that. I love that. And that is just a little baby coming out of that bed. Look at that. Little baby coming out of that bed. Okay. I love this because the baby, it's got a nightmare hanging around, doesn't it? It's got a nightmare here hanging around. But that baby doesn't care. Now you can look at this as, okay, yes, it's a dream eater, but I get it. They gotta be sleeping to have the dreamer. That baby's not being affected. Why? Because that baby's at peace. That baby's not having any issues. And that's where you're going to start to go. This card is showing that yes, you're having some unrest. Yes, you're having some difficulty. Yes, you're looking at things as heavy and negative and frustrating around you, but you are healing. You are finding peace throughout this, and you're going, okay, I can move beyond that. I can be at peace with what's going on throughout my life right now, and with that, move forward. Okay, so start to look at that within the card, moving forward. If you pick card number 2. Start to take that deep breath and go, you know what? I'm going to be okay. Everything's okay. I'm fine. Take a breath. And know that tomorrow's going to be better than today is. Later today is going to be better than right now. Card number 3. Ooh, it's Hashimi. Hashimi. Hopefully I say that correctly. The Bridge Princess. Ooh. Obsession, infatuation, metamorphosis. And the weird thing is when I look at this, I'm looking at the metamorphosis. That is what I'm seeing, that power, burning away the old to allow something new to come from it. As you see, the flames are going backwards. And yes, is she going forward? Yes. Or is the wind? They're showing the wind going the opposite way. I know we can depict that all day long. But you have a strong individual with flames that are coming from her that are behind her. They're blowing out, they're blowing away. She is changing. She's emerging from the water. She is emerging from the flames. She's changing into something else. And that is what you are doing. If you picked card number 3 and you're wondering, why the heck am I sitting in what I'm sitting in and doing everything I'm doing? Why? Because you're changing. You're growing. You're getting the bad behind you. Right now, it feels like you're in the thick of it. Right now, you're going, oh my God, I'm waist deep in crap. I feel like my life is exploding. I don't know if I'm coming or going, but you are coming through it. You are realizing that you are more powerful than you think you are, and you don't have to stand there anymore. You can push through it. You can get to the shore. You can get to safety. As you do that, you're morphing yourself. You're changing yourself. You're going to start to realize how strong you are. And that's what this card's about, is you are starting to find the strength to realize who you are, how much stronger you are than you think you are, and pulling yourself through it. Card number 4. I think she's liking them. Ooh, Nico and Nikomata. Nico and Nikomata. Shape-shifting cats. Mystery, disguise, hidden nature. Ooh. I love that. I'm looking at this card and I'm in awe. I won't even lie. I'm looking at him going, ooh, that is so cool. But the neat thing is as I'm looking at this and I'm going, the mystery of disguise, the hidden nature. I do think is as with this card is again, I can see the muck around people. I can see I have this issue and that issue, and I don't want to go deal with this issue, and I don't want to deal with that person, and blah, blah, blah. I see it all in front of you. And I get it because I feel as if with this card, you're sitting here and you're kind of getting like almost like the world's against you. That's what it is. It feels as if I'm sitting here and I don't even want to move. I don't want to go forward. And I know that's how you're feeling if you pick card number 4. I don't want to go forward. I don't know how to go forward. You know what I mean? And this card is saying it's okay. Dig down deep. Find that part of you didn't think was there. You all have something inside of you that says, I can push through this and I can see that it's not as bad as I thought it was. Okay? But you have to dig down deep. And if you pick card number 4, this is saying, guess what? This week, you're going to dig deep. You're going to dig deep for some stuff, some mojo you didn't think you had. You didn't know you had. And that's okay. Because you're going to find it and you're going to bring it out. And that is what's going to get you through this. And when you get on the other side of it, you're going to go, wow, it's not as bad as I thought it was. Maybe it had to happen. This is a card of strength, guys. It's a card of strength. So the last card of the day is, Kanaka Gigi. Kanaki Gigi. Old men who cry like children. Old men who cry like children. Burden, deception, and attachment. This card is screaming, knock it off. Knock it off. Get off me. Knock it off. Get done with it. But it is all of that. Your attachment, guys, is not, if you pick card number 5, even though it says attachment, some people are going, oh my God, I knew I had an attachment. That's why it's all happened to me. No. You are your own attachment. You see this old man who cried like baby. Old man who cried like baby. It's him. It's his inner self. It's him that's going, I can't do this. It's your own attachment. It's you projecting on you. Okay? This card is saying stop. Stop looking at everything as it's happening to you because you know what? You are unlucky or you have an attachment or there's a bad omen or a curse. Stop all of that. It's all lies. Stop the deception to yourself and allow yourself to move forward. Allow yourself to go forward. Get rid of stop deceiving yourself. Stop giving yourself excuses for just a bad attitude. Change it. And your life is going to change. But that's how you're going to get through what's going on this week is you're going to stop. You're going to look at yourself and go, knock it off. It's my attitude. It's not somebody else. Nobody else has done this to me. It's just me. So that's card number 5. So card number 1 was the Flesh Blob Monster. Card number 2 was Dream Eater. Card number 3 was the Bridge Princess. 4 is Shape-Shifting Cats. And 5 is Old Men Who Cry Like Children. That's got to be my favorite card in history. When I'm looking at all these, so this card, this week is really about kind of digging in deep, guys. This card really is digging in deep because this week as a whole, you're starting to look inside of what else do I have? Where else can I go? What more is there for me? This card this week really is about healing, but it's healing in here. It's healing, how you look at yourself, what you're able to do, what you're not able to do, and start to find the strength to move forward, to get through some of these things that have happened. This isn't about, the cards aren't screaming creation. The cards are saying you need to look in here because you are the manifesting everything around you. And this is saying, come in here. Get rid of the crap. Stop deceiving yourself. You are not who you are projecting yourself to be. And start to accept you as a whole so that you can start to actually find peace in your life, find peace within yourself, and then start to show up. Let yourself morph. That's what this reading is about this week. Allowing yourself to be the person that you want to be. Like these cards, guys. I do like these cards. I won't even lie. I like these cards. Okay, so that was the Yokai Oracle Deck. by it's Wisdom and Guidance from the Spirits of Japan. And it is by Teresa Matsuura. Big old white dragon on the front. I was hoping that card would show up, but apparently we didn't need that card. There you go. So where is DeEtte this week? DeEtte, guys, I know I rave about the Palmer House, or I rave about Days of the Dead. I get it, but they had to cancel. Okay, I don't know why. I'm not even going to begin to understand why such a large event. There you go, baby. Such a huge, large event of 10,000 people through the front doors as customers had to cancel, but they did. And no hard feeling towards them, because trust me, I know for whatever reason, it was a decision that was made not lightly. A lot of thought, a lot of discussion, probably a lot of counsel from a lot of different individuals came in. And the decision had to be made for whatever reason. And we are blessing them. The unfortunate thing is we can't be there. So, which is sad for us. It's sad for us. It's sad for everybody else, but it doesn't mean that we won't be back. And we'll be back in probably November. That's a projected date. That's postponed date is into November. So we will still be there just a little bit later in the year, just once this year instead of twice. But where am I going instead? My wonderful dear friend, Dave Schrader, invited me up to the Palmer House. So, DeEtte's going to the Palmer House Hotel in Sauk Center, Minnesota. It is an amazing place. It is a hotel, and it's a very old hotel. It's only like 16 rooms in it, I believe. And very old, very haunted, very nice haunted hotel though. And I asked him, I said, what are we going to do? He goes, I don't know. Maybe we'll hang out like para-investigators. Maybe we'll go investigate the hotel. Maybe do a gallery. Maybe do some reads. I don't know. It's a free-for-all. I have no clue what's going to happen. But if you want a reading and you're that area, come through the front door. I will, and just say, hey, is DeEtte here? I'll do your reading. I'll give you a reading. We'll do event pricing. Event pricing for the Palmer. You know, there you go. I'll do Palmer pricing. I do have special prices for the Palmer House. Okay. So, there you want. If you're in the area, you want a reading, call the Palmer, see if I'm there, see if I'm available. I am. I'm going to be there Friday evening and all day Saturday and Saturday evening. You want a reading? I'm there. Again, I'm not like, I don't have a table set up. I'm just going to be hanging out with Dave, loving it. Dave and Winnie in the house, which is awesome, and all the guests that come in. And we're just gonna have fun, whatever that fun looks like. And the only way I'm going to do readings if you all show up to do readings. That's it. That's that song. With that being said, the week after, you can find me at an event. The week after, I am in, where am I at? And this is March 14th. I am in Alexandria, Minnesota. I love Minnesota, can you tell? Going back to Alexandria, Minnesota with Soul and Synergy. And I will have a table there. All I'm doing is readings all day, guys. Just readings, reading after reading. So come and book me, pack me full from morning until night. I'll be there from 10 to 5. If you're in the area and you want a reading, message me. Go to my website, DeEtte.com. Send me a message. Say I want to pre-book with you on that Saturday. I'm more than happy to pre-book with you. My rates at events are a little less expensive than online. They're $50 for 15 minutes, $95 for half an hour. As you see online, I don't do 15-minute readings. Not from my home anyway. We go a little bit more in depth than in 15-minute readings. So there you go. If you want to pre-book, those are the rates for the events. So there you go, guys. With that being said, Snowball and me here. Can you see her again? Snowball and me are going to take a break for the day. We're going to enjoy our day. We're going to hang out. We're going to become fast buddies. Seriously, she's probably going to go to her hut and go to sleep until the grandbabies come home and take her out for the evening, because they're going to be all about her tonight. And give her lots of love and let her get some sleep. So I'm glad you got to meet her. She is here. She is adorable. She is full of love. And I'm sure you will see her more as she grows. Y'all have a great day. See you soon. This has been DeEtte with School Through Spirit on the Edge Network. See you again, guys. Bye-bye.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.